Welcome back to Coin Mojo and another edition of Currency Mojo, where I searched just under $2,000 in dollar bills.
Baby, yeah!
All right, so we're looking at $1,950 in singles, all strapped up after my search. These are some of the fancy serial numbers and star notes that I found, along with the New York branch of the Federal Reserve star notes that were duplicated in Fort Worth and Washington, D.C. So here we have a list of fancy serial numbers that we like to look for. I borrowed from a fellow YouTuber. Thank you so much. This is our goal, is to find these items. And then another shot of those two New York District duplicated star notes, both printed, once in Fort Worth and one in D.C. that were duplicated. So here's a little picture into my world. When I search Federal Reserve notes, I stack them by Federal Reserve districts from 1 through 12, or Boston to California. And so these are what it looks like when you stack them up. And then I search them and strap them up after I'm done in straps of 100 to return to the bank. And for me, it's just another way to ensure that I don't miss anything as I'm searching. It gives me a couple opportunities to scan the serial numbers, as it is a time-consuming process. Stick around to the end of this video where we explore the geographic boundaries of the Federal Reserve districts. Okay, so we're going to go through the notes that I pulled from the $1,800 in single straps that I picked up last week. We'll start with this one here. It's 16884461. I mean, it caught my eye. 1616164416881644. It's almost a radar. Okay, and so number 1, A, is a Boston note. Number 2, B, New York, and I have a birthday note. So we have 2008, August 5th. That's a birthday note. This one is, it's really, triple tens, right? 10, 10, 10. So you got 10, 55, 10, 10. I don't know if it's a marketable note, but I pulled it anyway because I thought it was interesting. Here we have trinary, right? 337, 99737. So 379, that's a trinary. And again, number 4 is Cleveland Federal Reserve. Another Cleveland Federal Reserve note, 330, 33, 230. So it's a trinary. Also 5 3s, not too bad. This one is 5 6s with 4 6s in a row, 366, 6926. This is on number 11K, which is a Dallas Federal Reserve. These last 2 or 3 are all San Francisco Reserve. 1947, September 25th. So September 25th, 1947, birthday note. What year is that? Let's get a little zoom on this. 2013. It's a little bit ratted, but I do list every one of these birthday notes on my eBay account, and I just price them at around $20, 18 to 20 depending on the condition, and this one will probably go for 18. So if you know somebody born September 25th, 1947, check out my eBay listings. It'll be there soon. 352, 532, 55, trinary. 2017, San Francisco Federal Reserve. San Francisco Federal Reserve. 491, 191, 94, trinary. Triple ones, triple nines, with basically 4s as bookends. It's a nice looking note. And so there were 9 fancies. Now, these are all the star notes that I pulled from the $1,800. And there's a total of 11 of them here. We'll just run through them in short order. We'll start out with these New York Federal Reserve banks. And this one is from 2013. Duplicated replacements notes that came out of Fort Worth and the DC printing. They accidentally ran the same set of serial numbers, so these are duplicated. These, I've put them already in the top loader, so these will be listed on eBay, on the eBay account, or JDK Collectibles. So this one is, I think, a first or second run. This one is also part of the first or second run, and it is also a duplicated note. Here's another number 2, New York Federal Reserve from 2013. However, I think 09 is the last number in the series of duplicated notes. And so also that's Fort Worth, right? So that's how you know if you got Fort Worth or a Washington, D.C. note. The letters FW. Let's look at these other 2. I'm going to go back. Fort Worth. And this one is a D.C. note because there's no initials here, right? So that J and notice the FW in front of the F. Unfortunately, someone cut this corner on this note, so I think that's going to reduce the value a little bit. I mean, the value of these notes are simply because people are looking to find the duplicate pairs. When you pair up the DC and the Fort Worth notes, they could be worth thousands as a pair. So some people buy them, save them, and wait to come across the pair and turn a buck on it. Interesting, a little bit of a splotching on this 8. It's in pretty decent condition. It's 2017. I like the numbers. It's almost a trinary. 01, 011, 278. So it's not even close to a trinary. But January 1st, 1278. That's a historical date, maybe. Here we have another New York note from 2021, fresh off the press, technically. 04458478. Nothing in the serial number. Another thing that you want to look for in star notes are if that center of the star is filled, that really increases the value of the star note. Now we move on to, we're in Atlanta Federal Reserve, 0295834. Nothing special about the number, it's just a star note. And star notes generally bring 2 to 3 times face, depending on condition, and this one's fairly nice condition, but you can see the folds in it, and so that diminishes value. This one's a little tattered, and it's from the Atlanta Federal Reserve, 0601, so almost a birthday. So, but there's the year doesn't make sense, 7666, but there's 4 6s in it, 2 zeros, so it's almost a trinary. Not that trinaries add much value, but some people do like them. And then this one is really in terrible condition. It's been crumbled up and run through the mill. It is a 2013. 8 is St. Louis Federal Reserve, 0550305. The number is interesting. It's almost a trinary. It's got 3 5s, 3 zeros, and a 3 and a 2. So I don't know. 10, 76, 71, 98. Nothing special about the serial number. It's a 2017 Dallas Federal Reserve star note. Replacement note. 1450, 74, 53. Star note out of San Francisco. And then last but not least, a 06839499. Lots of 9s in that number. And a 6. So technically, 9s and 6s what you want to look for in a row and things like that, and it makes them a flipper, right? So 9s look like 6s and 6s look like 9s flipped over. Zeros obviously are 0 both ways. So 3 and 4 and the 8, even though you can flip an 8, you can tell that the skinny 0 is up at the top. So really technically isn't a flipper, but interesting and fairly decent. It's crumbled, but it's not tattered too much. It is a 2017 8 series. All right, that's it for the keepers on the. So I wanted to explore a little bit about the Federal Reserve geographical boundaries, and here is my local Federal Reserve Bank in Detroit. So earlier I talked about how I stacked them up by district. I'm in 7, so obviously I get a lot more of the 7s. And then here is a list of the Federal Reserve, the 12 Federal Reserve District banks and their 24 branches. You can stop this video at any time and take a snapshot or screenshot and save these for your own purposes. That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for coming to Currency Mojo. Hit that or smash the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to check out Coin Mojo's Coin Roll Hunting on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and join there and post pictures or ask questions if you have anything that you would like to know. Also, check out my partner listings on eBay at JDK Collectibles. Don't forget to hit those 4 clicks. Give me a like, share, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, comment, and share. Thanks again for coming to check out my video. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you learned something. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next adventure of Coin Mojo. Coin Mojo out.
Yeah, baby, yeah!